We just completed America's Great Loop, and after spending over a year on the water, our beloved boat, Northern Attitude, needs some serious love. A lot of you want to know what's next for us, so this episode will cover our immediate plans post-loop, our current living situation, and some of our new goals and desires. We gave ourselves a couple weeks to wind down and regroup after officially crossing our wake. It didn't take long, though, before we dove into some much-needed work on the boat. First on the list was cleaning up our anchor station, something we planned on doing before we even left on the Great Loop. Funny how that happens. I took on the Samson post, which conveniently had paint over the varnish, making this a multiple-hour project. Not a quick 30 seconds like you're seeing here. Evan took on the section underneath the bow roller a few days later, and again, it was a multiple-hour project. It's been over 2 years now since Northern Attitude has had a fresh coat of anti-fouling paint, so we knew it was time to get to the boatyard. Well, today could very well be our last cruise on Northern Attitude.
As just us and Ripley. We may have to do a sea trial depending on, the buyer or whatever, but...
But yeah, I mean, once we get to Indian Town to do some work, we're probably gonna put her for sale in the coming months. So we've just been soaking it in.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Easter Sunday. We're about to go under the turnpike. Crazy.
Yeah.
Driven on that so many times.
We just went under 95 and we've driven both of those a lot. So this is our first time in the Okeechobee Waterway also, which is, always new cruising grounds, always. We are getting ready to haul out. Evan just went to kind of get a lay of the land. He's on his way back, gonna start the engines and get this boat out of the water. And that means it's go time. Every waking minute that we have of free time needs to be spent getting the work done on this boat that we plan to do, because time is money in the boatyard and we don't really want to be here longer than a month. So let's do this. So what all do we plan on doing? First and foremost is new bottom paint. We are stoked to be using Total Boat products, which we'll get into more in another video. Since we'd already be in the work yard, we decided, why not just paint the entire boat? We're preparing to sell, so this will give Northern Attitude a fresh look. This means new hull paint, new slip-resistant deck paint, and even painting the cabin. But before any of that can happen, we need to haul this boat out of the water.
Here we are, Indian Town Marina, the one everybody talks about, keeping their boats. First time that we've truly hauled out Northern Attitude ourselves. It's going to be exciting. We needed a diver, but we held out because we knew we were going to be hauling out, but definitely a mess. It's mostly hairy. It's not like oyster, barnacle. There's certainly some, but he's gonna try and just power wash it, he thinks. So that's a good sign of him.
Day one on the hard, not wasting any time. We got on the hard pretty seamlessly, right? You're happy with how it went?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy for first time. I think it went well. I think the location was good for the slings. We're on 3 big blocks on the keel. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stands per side, so we got 10 stands.
Yep.
I think the ABYC standard is 1 stand every 8 feet.
I didn't know that.
Which we definitely have, so.
Yep. And then we got the dinghy all cleaned up. Well, Evan did. I've been doing a ton of cleaning and just getting things organized inside. And now he's going to do the fenders, get those cleaned up.
We're gonna roll up our 8 fenders.
Yeah. Get those cleaned and just stored away.
Yeah, we're not gonna need those. Dinghy's taken care of. These first couple days are gonna be about organizing and cleaning.
Prep.
Before we start getting
into the weeds.
Into the weeds.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep. And there's my laundry timer.
So, about that living situation that we were talking about, I have to show you guys a little something.
Welcome to our current home.
Go on. Let's go check it out.
Come on, Rip.
Here we are inside the bus. It's time for a quick tour where we're living while we work on Northern Attitude. We are going to be staying here because Adam and Bobby, our friends down here in Florida, graciously lended us their rebuilt schoolie. So we're hooked up to power, water, and sewer. We have unlimited of all of them, which we have not had in over a year. We also have air conditioning. I don't know if you can hear it, but we have 2 air conditioners, so after long days of work, it's really nice to come back, relax, and have this clean space. So let's first start where you drive. This is an air suspension seat, so we won't be using it, but pretty sweet, just like a normal school bus would have. He's installed a TV. He redid all the flooring to hardwood. 2 big couches in here that he built, and they also did their own upholstery work. Really cool. The whole bus still has the original windows, but they've made these custom curtains that slide along the top. So we keep them closed most of the time. That way the heat load doesn't get too crazy in here. As we walk back, we have to point out our big to-do list. Why we are here in the boatyard. These are all the tasks we want to get done. We actually can go ahead and check this one off. We cleaned the dinghy. Boom. Have this to keep us motivated because we want to be here about a month. Full-size fridge compared, I mean, not like a home would have, but still a lot bigger. Normal opening, front loading. Carly loves it. This is probably going to need to be in our next boat. If it's not like this, at least drawers that pull out. And then on this side, we have a cutting board that's built in, a huge sink with hot and cold water on demand. We have our drying racks, coffee, fruit, propane stove, which we've been cooking with on the boat. We love the propane stove. Oven, we've already used that for vegetables and pizza. All sorts of storage under the sink as well. Back here is the bathroom. Shower, toilet. The toilet goes straight into the sewer, so we don't have to get a pump out at all. A really cool part about the bus that we're finding is everything's magnets. So they hung baskets up with these magnets. The shower curtain is magnetic, and it's just convenient. As you come back, we have these really, really cool bunk beds. They are over 6 feet long, I think. So this bus is ready to tailgate and party with a big family.
We're gonna insert the photo of Adam in our bed, our guest cabin, and why you just said these are over 6 foot long bunk beds.
Yeah, so he made these custom so that an adult would be comfortable in here. Great because they have lights and power in all of them. Convenient. All the way back here is where we're sleeping. I guess you would call it the master bedroom on the bus. We have a huge bed, and we're not sleeping in a V direction anymore. So that's been nice. And to close out the rest of the shenanigans, more custom curtains that they just pull and hang up. So really nice how that works, comes together. And yeah, that's the gist of the bus. This is where we're gonna call home. This is the beginning of a lot of sanding. This yard requires that you have a sander that collects the dust. So we have a new shop vac, Harbor Freight special for 40 bucks. We have one in our townhouse, but there's no need to go disturb them. I think we could buy a cheap one. It's obviously gonna get absolutely disgusting, so I'm gonna unpack that, and while I'm unpacking, I figured talk about what our next steps are with this channel and boat life. So first off, we're not done cruising. We love the boating community and the adventures it takes us on, the people we meet, so we're certainly not stopping. We are on the hunt for our next boat. That means our next blue water boat. So we want to explore either the Inside Passage around Maine or the Great Lakes. And we wanted to be able to have a boat that could cross an ocean. So that brings us into a narrow category of boats. So that means for us, blue water capable, having a dedicated pilot house, having hydraulic stabilization, having a Portuguese bridge, and some sort of get home engine. So really, Nordhaven, Celine, and Katie Krogan are kind of the ones we've eyed, and most people do for blue water trawlers. There's North Pacific and Fleming and Dodgers Bank. There's all sorts of really cool explorer yachts. But when it comes to our price range, and probably going to be sticking with fiberglass at this time. Aluminum would be the dream. There's just, I don't think really any manufacturer making a 40 to 45 foot aluminum trawler that is, I guess, more, you know, young family oriented, not super wealthy. So we're gonna try and do what we can. We have a lot of boat tours coming up, which means we're taking you along for them.
So we hope that this video kind of gave you an update and some more background on what you can expect here on the channel, what's going on with us. Next week's video I'm very excited about. We are going to go through some Great Loop superlatives, some of our favorites along the route, but we're not doing it alone. We have several special guests joining us for it. You do not want to miss it. Definitely subscribe and come back for that one. And like Evan said, after that, we have some boat tours. We've already looked at 2 boats for our next adventure, so a lot to come. We're excited you're here. We're so grateful you're supporting our channel, and we'll see you next time. Love you, bye. Ripley, you ready to be a boatyard dog?